My name is Bethwel Anami Muteshi. My friends call me Baku or Mami. I play rugby. I'm a rugby player. I play for Strathmore Leos and the Kenya National 15th team, Kenya Simbas. My position in rugby, I play a back row position, that is utility back row. I play 6, 7 or 8. I started playing rugby, that was not really playing, but I was introduced in rugby to rugby. That was in 2012, December. That was after I had finished my class 8 exams. Now I was at home doing nothing, and one of my neighbor invited me to start to train with them rugby, and that is when I was introduced to rugby. Before then, I was playing soccer. Soccer was my sport. So even after joining high school, I went there knowing very well I was going to play soccer. But upon reaching there, and the vibe in soccer wasn't that inviting, and the rugby guys were like, with your body and your muscles, come join us, let's train rugby. So that is how I was introduced to rugby, and now was 2013 when I started playing now rugby and training for rugby. I've had good memories in rugby. That was while still in high school. I've had good memories. That is, my first good memory was when we traveled to East Africa. That was 2014. We went to play East Africa Championship with the St. Peter's Mias. That was my first memory with rugby, and I was like, yeah, I can travel with rugby. So that is how I was introduced to it. That was one of my good memories. 2015, we won the nationals with St. Peter's Mias. Was one of the best and good memories in rugby growing up and as an amateur. Then after high school, I got a scholarship with Strathmore University. That was sports scholarship, and I joined Strathmore. But before I joining Strathmore, I was in my team. I was a homeboys player. I used to train with the homeboys during holidays. I could travel to Nairobi, train with the homeboys. Even after finishing my high school, I went to homeboys and I started playing with the homeboys. It's been an interesting journey along playing rugby, and I've got good memories and sad ones, but I'll talk about the good memories. One of the good memories was being awarded the MVP award during the floodlight tournament. That was in 2019. Then 2020, while we were being promoted from the championship to the back to Kenya Cup. That was one of the best memories in rugby, because I remember we had been relegated with Strathmore 2018, and it was very heartbreaking and it was very painful, but we still managed to get back run through the championship season and come back to Kenya Cup. So I think that was the best memory for me in rugby. I felt like I had achieved much by the virtue of just being promoted back to Kenya Cup. After getting the call up to the national team, we started training, and still among the best memories, traveling with the national team to South Africa. That is in 2021 November. I think I was very happy with making it to the traveling squad to South Africa with the national team. At least I could see the training and the hard work I was putting in was now paying. So still it was one of the best memories. Then going through still with the national team, this year, that is 2022, in July, we playing the Rugby World Cup qualifiers in France. Still one of the best memories in rugby, because the best you can achieve in Kenya is playing for the national team. That is the highest level you can achieve while playing for the national team. And by being in the national team, I think it is the best thing you can do, and you can be proud of as an individual, because it shows that it is paying the hard work you're putting in. And how will I put it? Anyway, it just shows that now I'm lacking the word. Joining rugby, that was now 2013. That's when I joined rugby. I started playing rugby and learning more about rugby. The first team I ever heard of that was playing rugby was Homeboys Rugby, and that was my first team to support and to be fan. So I was an Homeboys fan. Then all through my high school level, I was supporting Homeboys, and that was my first club because I joined Homeboys while still in high school. I already said that I could, during my holidays, I could travel to Nairobi and I could train with the Homeboys. So I was an Homeboys fan from high school. Till now, I'm still an Homeboys fan, but because of the situation. But during my fourth year, it is when I realized there are many opportunities, not fourth year, during my Form 4, it is when I realized that there are many opportunities in rugby, because that is when the rugby scouts started approaching me because they wanted me to go to play for their club after finishing my high school. So I realized there are many opportunities in rugby, and now one of the opportunities that I was aiming to one of the opportunities that I really wanted to have was to play for Strathmore and be in Strathmore. I really wanted to be part of the Strathmore team. Now, Strathmore now became my second team to support. And lucky enough, after finishing high school, I got a sports scholarship with Strathmore and I joined Strathmore University. Along the way, first of all, the two guys who introduced me to rugby, that is Willis and Valentine. They're the one who introduced me to this sport, and I can't talk of the sport without mentioning them. So they introduced me to the game. They taught me the few basic skills of rugby. Now joining high school, at least I had an idea of what rugby is. Now in high school, I have Eric Chebutala. That was my coach in high school. He really helped me so much in just getting to learn rugby and gaining more skills. And my teacher then, Mr. Shimenga, first of all, he gave me the opportunity to join St. Peter's Mears. He was very instrumental in my journey, my rugby journey, because he was the one who gave me the opportunity to join St. Peter's. And then St. Peter's was the best team around in rugby. So he's among the few guys who helped me in rugby. He taught me the discipline concept of rugby and being disciplined while playing rugby, because he was so strict on discipline. And he never liked one to cheat while doing the training. So the virtue of being honest and true with your work, Mr. Shimenga was part of it. After high school, I joined Strathmore University, and I'll commend Micho Chola because he believed in me. I remember we had like 25 guys who came for trials at Strathmore University, and we only had 7 positions for grab, and that were scholarship. So those were the one to have the scholarship, 7 guys, and we are around 25 guys. So Micho Chola gave me the opportunity, and not only the opportunity, because the rugby I had while joining at Strathmore, and all through joining Strathmore and getting to learn a few things with Micho Chola, I realized we had more to rugby than just what we had in high school, because I was from Western. Our rugby was ile agongi, ile one way, one route. But coming at Strathmore, training with Micho Chola, now learning how to pass, sidestep, basics of rugby, and just going through rugby skills, my vision while on the pitch. He really helped me all through. And with Malik was our SNC, strength and conditioning coach. Yeah, him too has played a vital role in helping me, mentoring me all through rugby, because his vibe was mainly balance sports and class. So Malik could always advise me, as much as you're playing, as much as you're good at rugby, just make sure you're balancing between sports and your class. So Malik has been part of my journey. After Mitch Ochola left, we had Coach Louis Kisia. He has been part of my journey. It is during his time that I got the call up to the national team. He has been part of my journey. And then during Coach Louis' time, we have had Coach Foxy. He has been part of my journey. I've trained with him for only like 3 weeks, but his vibe in the training, he pushes you to explore more of your limits, and his vibe will make you bring your A game on the pitch. So he has been part of my journey. With the national team, Coach Polodera is the one who gave me the opportunity to represent the country and gave me the call up to the national team. So he has been part of my journey. He has been my mentor all through since I joined the national team. Apart from being my coach on the field, he tries to engage me outside the field. He wants to know how is my life outside the field, because he believes if you're good mentally and if your life outside the field is okay, then your game on the pitch is going to be, you're going to bring your A game on the field. So how he balances life outside the pitch and bringing it to the game is something I'll commend on, because he brings it out very well and he knows how to work around it. So cheers to him.